Hey guys, welcome to Monday Bites. I'm Vivian Chan and 'tis the season to entertain. I am a huge fan of turducken. For those who are not familiar with what a turducken is, it's a turkey within a duck within a chicken, but the chicken is in the middle, so it's actually backwards. It's amazing and it's delicious. I made one last year and I have to say I almost gave up halfway. I looked at all the birds on my cutting board and I was just like, goodness gracious, this was the hardest thing I committed to because all the deboning. So I came back this year with vengeance and I'm ready to make an easier one to share with you guys. This is just using the breasts of all the birds. Easy peasy, you can get this at the supermarket. The first one I have is a turkey breast, skin on, boneless. Then you're gonna pound it out. One trick I like to do when I'm pounding stuff out, I don't like to put it in between sheets of plastic. I like to put it in a heavy duty zip top bag. This way, none of the juices come flying out. You're going to flip it and just bang it out. You want it to be super thin so you can stuff stuffing in there. All right, so when you're pounding, you want to push the meat towards the sides, similar to this. Give or take about a quarter or a half-inch thick. This can be done ahead. Okay, like this guy. Now for the other poultry. Let the turkey hang out. Our second guy is the duck breast. Make sure it's skin on. You can get a duck breast. Whew, this guy's a tough one. You can get a duck breast at the supermarket. Usually they're sold individually. Duck is a red meat. So the color when you cook it up will be slightly pink. This is a workout. Whew. Okay, again, mashing it to the side.
How's the flavor of duck?
I am so tired. Sarah wants to know, what is the flavor difference between a chicken and a duck? I have to say a duck is meatier. A chicken is light and buttery, but it's game. Duck is game, so it's definitely meatier. It's like any other red meat, like venison or beef. You guys should give it a try if you guys haven't had duck yet. The fat is amazing. The skin, when it's crisp up, is amazing. The chicken is the easiest to pound. Oh my. Okay. Now that the hard work is done, we have to stuff the guy. So, put on some gloves. I have a gel board that I'm using. I made a mushroom and leek pancetta mixture for my vegetable, because that's what I'm gonna stuff it, the first layer. So, you're gonna take, before you do that, you're gonna cut up some kitchen twine. This is very important, because you're gonna tie this up similar to a roulade. You're gonna lay it on your gel cutting board. We use gel cutting boards so there is no cross-contamination. It's great to have. You have 5, give or take. You might use less. Take your flattened breast out. My arms are so sore. Oh my goodness. Okay. You're gonna plop this right on top. I removed the tenderloin because I needed more room when I'm putting in the other breast. So there you have it. Snuggle, snuggle, some of the twine. This is gonna be your best friend. And then what you're going to do next, remove my gloves, you're going to put the cooled mushroom pancetta mixture. Just want a thin layer. This I use shiitakes, leeks, pancetta, little crushed red pepper for flavor. Okay, don't be too generous with this because you gotta roll it.
What other vegetables could I put in there, Viv?
Sarah wants to know what other vegetables you could put in there. Guys, honestly, the possibilities are endless. You can put, how about some taters, everyone's favorite. You can mash up some taters, or you can scallop them, which means thinly sliced. You can do that with sweet potato, as well as regular, like russet. Chestnut is a great thing to put in there, the cooked ones. So there you have it, that's plenty. Back on my gloves. And then we're going to do the duckin part. Traditionally, it's whole birds, and it's a lot of work. It's delicious, but this is a labor of love, and this one is a smaller crowd, so it's much more affordable rather than buying 3 separate birds. And it's still a labor of love and a workout for you. So I'm gonna take my chicken breast. Make sure you use the skin side. Make sure the skin stays on. That keeps everything nice and moist. That's one side. And cleanup is a breeze, look. Then you're gonna take your duck breast. I kind of mangled. Again, skin side down. You wanna use the thinner sides towards the end. This will be, again, a best friend while you're rolling it. So now similar to a heart shape, because we love the holidays, we're gonna get some stuffing that I made. This is just a challah, fresh cranberries, thyme, some chicken stock, some celery for crunch. I like using fresh cranberries because it gives it that nice tartness. Don't be too generous, just a little bit. Because again, you gotta roll it.
Is that a dry or wet stuffing?
This is Michelle asked, is this a dry or wet stuffing? This is an in-between. This is a semi. You can do both. Either way works. I would say go towards a little more on the semi-wet side just because it gives it more moisture. But that's a great question. Okay, so this is plenty. Don't worry, we're not gonna waste that. Now, we're gonna roll. So you're gonna tuck one side here. Ooh. Guys, this is like one and done. You have to do this one time. Look at that. Look at the little guy. He's so cute. You have to do one dish. I'm all about simplicity. You know what? You want to make sure your presentation is the pretty side. So what you want to do is tie the bottom. Oh my goodness, there's so many strings. It's like first grade again with the shoes. Okay, so what you want to do is tie the first one. Actually, don't tie the first one. Tie the middle one. So it gets a nice grip. Stay together. Be friends. You're in this together, guys. So tie the middle one first, not too tight. Like so. Okay, I don't think I'm pulling the right string, to be honest with you guys, because every time I pull it, this is not happening. Okay, this is the right one. So trial and error. This is why you do it ahead of time. This can also be done ahead of time if you want the day before. Make a little. Make sure you tie the middle one nice and tight. Bunny ears. Whoop. And you're going to do one more. Don't worry, you're going to trim all of this. Actually, trim it now because clearly I'm not great with string. Okay. One done. Yes. Now we're going to go for the bottom one. There we go. It's all coming together. Let's see. Okay, here's another one. Okay, you're gonna trim this. Guys, this is a great hack. I'm very proud that I thought of this because it's super fun and delicious. This is great for Friendsgiving if you want to do this next year, or if you want to do this for New Year's, or just winter, anytime in the winter. These are all things easy to get. Okay, oh my goodness. Alrighty, now we're gonna trim. If you want to be extra safe, what you can do is do one long ways, but he seems pretty secure, so I'm not gonna do that. This is also a roulade. That's a fancy term. I'm gonna do one more at the bottom. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now that we have this is so fun. All the hard work is done. That's it. Well, no, that's not it because you have to cook it. But you're going to bring over your baking dish. Transfer this guy skin side up. Let me get rid of my mess. Whoop. Pop this here. Pop this here. Okay. Now, this little guy, I just plopped on a roasting rack. I used a cooling rack if you don't have the actual roasting rack itself. If you don't have either of those things, don't worry about it. You can just take aluminum foil, coil it into a circle or something that sits on top. That's a great hack, and it's money saving. We're all about savings. Then we're going to pour in 1 cup of chicken stock or turkey.
Viv, what about that extra stuffing on the side?
The extra stuffing, I'm gonna get right to that. Thank you, Sarah, for not letting me forget about that. I also just quartered an orange, so for some freshness. For the extra stuffing, push this on the side. You can put it in around it. You can put it by the ends, so it stays nice and moist. This also cooks a lot faster than a turkey, even though there's 3 of them in there. Okay, like so. Get rid of this guy. So you're going to roast this for 375 for about an hour, and then you're going to turn that up to 425 for another 20 minutes until the skin gets nice and crispy. Give or take the temperature in the thickest part, which is probably here. If you don't want to puncture your beauty side, you can always flip it around, but I think it's totally fine to puncture the side. I think that shows that you cared and made sure you didn't want to kill them with not cooked bird. So you can make sure that internal temperature goes to 160 to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so we're gonna pop that in. This is gonna roast, but while that's going, I'm all about a complete meal. So why not make a popsicle, a freezer pop, that is easy, that you can make ahead, and it's also a cocktail. Mr. Bulky was your Sarah's dad. Hello, Mr. Bulky. He loves a solid Manhattan. So does JP, so does Sarah, so does everyone here. So that's what we're going to make. We're going to make a Manhattan freezer pop. Totally do ahead, and you just have to open the freezer and give everyone a freezer pop. So we have some cooled Earl Grey tea, not sweetened. We're going to add some sweet vermouth, some freshly squeezed orange juice, rye whiskey, wouldn't be a Manhattan without it. Splash of bitters, shake it, shake it. Doop, doop, doop. It smells like a Manhattan. And then some juice from the cherries, the jarred cherries. I'm gonna stir that up. And then I got these fun little sleeves from the internet. I'm gonna fill them up. Drop a cherry into each one. Comes with a little funnel. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. It smells like a Manhattan. I think it's gonna taste like a Manhattan. And you're gonna repeat with the remaining. I'll show you guys, I'll do one more. If you don't wanna do cherries, that's totally fine. You can put like a little orange peel in there. Oh my goodness, why didn't I use the funnel? I forgot about my funnel. Oh my goodness. I should have just stuck with one. Okay. With Sarah's encouragement. You got it. Okay, so that's plenty. I showed you guys how to do 2. And then you're gonna pop them in the freezer. The important part of the ratio of freezing is you just have to make the tea is about 75% of the whole cocktail. Otherwise it won't freeze because it's alcohol. Okay, so now that they're done, I have some chilled for you. You can present them like this. Have a cocktail glass, and then you can pop them in. They stay cool. You want them to be, you take them out about 30 minutes before serving them so they're like a little slushy, but they're so great. I'm actually gonna give Sarah one right now. Thanks. Okay, now that we're done with this, our turducken, ta-da, it grew in size. So this one is super, it's ready, it rested for about 40 minutes, give or take. This is a much larger turkey breast. Again, it works with all kinds of turkeys. Get whatever you see on sale. And we're going to trim it. Don't forget to cut off the string, because I often do. I'm not good with string. And my friends are like, hey, what's happening? I think this is a great holiday piece because no one ever thinks of turducken. For the vegans out there, there is also a veggie version on foodnetwork.com. So I did not leave you guys out because I don't do that. Just remove all the string. The skin is nice and crispy. This guy's was bigger, so we use more string. Remove. And then we're gonna carve. For the garnish, keep it simple, some parsley, some fresh cranberries, because we already have that in hand. Oh my God, it smells amazing.
Can I see inside there?
Of course, JP's like, show me. Hold on. Not too excited. Show me what's happening. Come on. Turkey, duck, chicken. That's cooked, guys. It's duck. Duck is red meat, so that's totally fine. But come on. If that isn't holiday, let me plate some up. Holiday. Everyone's super excited here. That is a thing of beauty. One and done. Clean one thing. I think this is a new classic. I'm gonna just plate this here. And of course, gravy. Because who doesn't want gravy? I'm gonna dig in. Because guys, 'tis the season. Oh, wait. Sarah asked me a question. Why does my sweater say January 15th? Funny you should ask, before we dig in. Because I feel like a lot of people are gonna be like, what is that about? So on my sweater, there are sloths, and they're super, super slow because they're one of my favorite animals. So they celebrate a few weeks later because they're trying to decorate. They're actually still decorating, but they're done, and they're here to to celebrate with us. Ta-da! Happy holidays! All right, so with that said, me and my sluts and all my friends here are gonna dig into our holiday feast, the Turducken made easy. And remember guys, I hope this inspired you to go out and cook and like feed your friends and enjoy the holiday season. Remember, Mondays never have to bite, you just need a bite of something delicious. Bye guys. Yum. Click here for more videos. Click here to subscribe to Food Network and write your comments below with these guys.